How's it? This is Michael Julian of Mind Waves and Live It Stoked. Welcome to Mind Waves. And today's video, I wanted to talk about the possibility that you have inside of you for the potential of positive thinking. To discuss a little bit the power of positive thinking as opposed to negative thinking. You know, as we all know in life, everything is a yin-yang circle, and all energy has the light side and the dark side of everything that we encounter as human beings. But based on being equal as human beings on this little neighborhood that we call our planet, have we ever taken time to consider the power of positive thinking if we made a practice of positive thinking? In terms of whatever we're going through in our lives, if we got into a regimen of breathing, self-awareness, acceptance, letting go, and then just enjoying the possibilities that we have the capacity and the energy to harness our own happiness at any given time in our lives, no matter what we're going through in our lives. You know, it's very, very easy to get distracted in terms of human emotion when things happen, when bad things happen, hurt comes in, injury occurs, life loss occurs, and of course, the way that we function as human beings is that we react to our emotions and how we feel at that particular time. But really what I wanted to purvey was that we all have the capacity in every single one of those moments, whether they be moments of loss or they be moments of challenge, to readdress in ourselves that energy that exists inside of us to maintain a positive outlook no matter what is thrown at us. You know, I've been studying Buddhism off and on for about 22 years now. I'm also very fascinated with Toltec Indians. I'm also very fascinated with India as a whole in terms of spirituality. Indigenous people on this planet 1,000 to 15,000 years ago who knew the power of positive thinking and how to attain more enriched, more valued lives unto themselves. Calmer lives, richer lives by harnessing a positive thought and a positive practice as opposed to letting negative thinking rule their lives. And they were the ones who came out into the world and started to teach the rest of us how to absolutely attain this if you practice. So remember, the positive energy that you have inside of you is positive thinking, even if it's unto yourself and your ego. Whatever's propelling you and your desires and your dreams and goals in life, that if you have a positive outlook on how to change things in your daily routine on a daily basis in your lives, that is, we embrace other human beings out there when we go to the gas station, when we go to the market to get our food, when we engage with somebody with a product or service, as long as it's not digitally buying something online. When we go to a doctor's office, it could be any situation, but that if we're thinking a little bit more possibility and positivity in ourselves in terms of improving our lives, that how we engage others in human communication becomes more positive. Therefore, there's a kinetic energy and a gift to be given or received. And what we need to be more cognizant of, I believe, is that energy, that positive thinking, that we do have the ability to lead happier lives and basically have anything we want. You're living in your own dream, so you create it. If it was strictly a feeling, you just got up in the morning and had this thought that I possess it, it feels good when I think about positivity and possibility into myself, and that you maintain a sense of calm. You look at it as a resource of energy for yourself. That as we go out there in society in our daily adventure, what we have to be cognizant of is you realize you're passing on a gift. That person's going to feel that in some way. Even if they're in a really negative state, they're really angry today or distracted or they're feeling very down, the reaction may not be there. You may not be able to see it right away. But it is fact that our positive energy can affect other human beings. And so if we go about it in such a manner where we look at it as a gift, it was a gift unto ourselves to bring us into more positive affirmation about possibility unto ourselves and things that we want to attain in terms of achieving happiness in life, if we're purveying that for ourselves, that energy is soothing, calming, energizing, hyping, stoking our system, and that energy will be felt by other human beings around us, depend on how we're projecting it, how we're feeling about ourselves, how we're giving of energy, let alone receiving of energy. So the main point I want to make in this video is that the power of positive thinking is in all of us. You know, your brain is just a muscle. We're living in a dream, and wherever the brain is occupied or preoccupied and where we're spending our time, this is the black and the white side of the yin yang. You know, it depends on what we're going to be doing to balance that energy in terms of how we want to feel. And that's really the question. How do you want to feel? Would you rather feel more negative and more stressed and more angry and more perplexed and more anxious today? Or are you actually looking to create the positive energy, which theoretically is just a thought? It's just us learning to calm our minds into a place where we realize that we have that capacity as human beings and that our brains will give it to us and send it to the system if we so call on it and desire it to be a soothing, calming, strengthening mechanism. So the power of positivity is not hard to attain or achieve, but it does require practice. And throughout the course of anybody's life, obviously this becomes an art form. But remember, your positive thinking is a gift unto yourself and unto other human beings, regardless of what's driving you and regardless of what your endeavor is in life. Positive thinking will always serve you regeneration. Cells can be reproduced. Your cognitive memory will come back. Cells in your mind will start to heal. In your whole sense of consciousness, little by little, with enough practice and enough stoke, to actually look at positive possibility no matter what situation we're in. Stoked energy will start to rise again. That inner fire will be able to be utilized in a proper fashion with enough rest, with enough self-love, with enough gratitude and appreciation for your surroundings. And remember to always surrender and accept your present circumstances. Everything starts to fall into place and power rises. And with that power, the possibility of positivity and stoked energy. Live it stoked.